South Korea opens fire on ships from China after they charge its patrol boat. More than 200 gunshots were fired in a bid to chase off Chinese ships illegally fishing in South Korean waters. About 40 boats were caught fishing inside South Korea's exclusive economic zone off the west coast on Tuesday morning. The Coast Guard first issued initial warnings to the crew, ordering them to leave the waters about 53 nautical miles off the southwest island of Gagyo. But rather than retreat, 6 of the vessels instead challenged the patrol boat and the Coast Guard started firing warning shots at the ships, officials said. Despite the gunshots, the Chinese ships still refused to leave. The Coast Guard then dispatched reinforcements and scared away the fishermen by firing M60 machine guns and K2 rifles among other weapons. The Chinese boats left the area at about 2:43 a.m., 5 hours after the first warning shots were fired. There was no reported damage to either the Chinese vessels or the Coast Guard, South Korean news agency Yonhap reported. However, there have been several violent clashes previously. Illegal fishing by Chinese boats in South Korean waters has been a long-running headache for Seoul, as fishermen have repeatedly used violence to resist crackdowns. And the clashes have resulted in wounds, injuries and sometimes death. A South Korean officer was killed during a raid on a Chinese fishing boat in 2011. Forcing Seoul to appeal for Beijing's support in preventing illegal fishing. As President Moon Jae-in made his first official visit to China last week, bilateral tensions rose when 5 Chinese warplanes flew in South Korea's air defense identification zone. The Chinese warplanes included 2 bombers, 2 fighter jets and a reconnaissance plane, an official confirmed. The jets were detected infringing on the Korean Air Defense Identification Zone, KADES, a disputed territory from the southwest of O Island, at around 10 a.m.